today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, is this a huge trap for Bitcoin right now? Well, I want to talk about that. By the way, guys, you saw Bitcoin pumping to 21,000 US dollars, and everyone right now is asking, are we going to go higher? Is this a trap? Is Bitcoin gonna break down again? Well, let's talk about that. Actually, you know what? Before I go into the charts and tell you my price targets, my 1.2 million US dollar trade, which I am having right now, raking in more than 200,000 US dollars in a profit. Before I talk about altcoins and much more, I want to show you this one little clip here from 2 or 3 days ago when Bitcoin was still floating around 18,000 US dollars, where I was opening the trade, where I was scaling up the trade, where I was predicting 21,000 US dollars, and people were laughing at me. Let me show you this little clip here from 2 or 3 days ago. Look at this. Now, what is the next potential trade? Well, if you point it out on the, let me show you quickly, on the line chart, then you can see that on the line chart we have broken this W pattern already. The price target being approximately at, actually pretty much at 20,000 US dollars. And as you can see, this is exactly what happened. Actually, if we are going back into the chart, you can see that Bitcoin perfectly broke out from the W and perfectly hit the price target last night, even overshot to 21,400 or something US dollars. Now the question is, how high can we go? Well, first of all, let me show you one very important indication, another one I talked about a few days ago, where once again people were laughing at me actually. But you know the deal. If people are laughing at us, the Mmcrypto community, for being bullish after a 75-80% retracement, this doesn't bother us, guys. That's just more confirmation for us that the weekend sold already. So now let's talk about it. So here you can see the ribbon flipping. That is when the yellow line, the short-term moving averages, go above the long-term moving average. We do see sometimes, let me show you, these false breakouts. So what we need is volume, follow through, and a few candles above. So far, we are getting all of that. We need a few days more. And let me show you how important this is. Every time we are getting this flip, Bitcoin, and it confirms with a big pump towards the upside in the beginning, we get follow through. Every time we get follow through. And this happens throughout the last, whatever, like 10, 11, 12 years for Bitcoin. Let me show you, every single time we are getting this beautiful break here. Boom, Bitcoin is breaking higher. Right here, boom, Bitcoin is breaking higher. And right now it is happening once again. We have to see this unfolding. And when this is happening, we can aim for higher price targets. As of right now, we are actually hitting the price targets. And I wouldn't like necessarily open like huge over leveraged long positions as I was actually doing it a few days ago. Right now is the time to observe the market. But of course, you want to know right now what is the next price target for Bitcoin. Well, let me go over to the weekly and actually show you exactly what I think is the next price target for Bitcoin. If we are pulling out the EMA ribbon, then you can see now that after breaking inside of the weekly ribbon, historically it takes just like a week or two for hitting the top of the ribbon, and there is the big resistance actually coming in. Right now sitting at 26,000 US dollars. Doesn't mean it has to happen tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, but historically, definitely, this is something what usually happens. Remember the last time we broke out of this descending line here, the long line in 2019, we broke higher, boom, exactly as expected, hit the resistance, and then eventually broke higher. The same thing actually happened right here where we got one last rejection, but at least the moment we broke out of the let me show you. We broke out right here. It took a week to hit the top, and then boom, we went higher. What you can see is every single time A, B, C, breaking the downward sloping trend line, breaking the EMA ribbon on the weekly, it's every time the same thing happening. It's almost scary, guys. And I was talking about it all the way back here at 16,000. That is why I opened this beautiful long position right now, breaking in 10.5 Bitcoin in profits, which is, I don't know, let me do the math, like 220,000 US dollars approximately. By the way, guys, if you want to be trading as well, before I talk about the next price targets and some altcoins, in the pinned comment down below, it actually looks exactly like this. It's the very first comment. Make sure you use the verified checkmark comment here. No scams, please take care. Verified checkmark, pinned comment. It must be pinned by me, the very first comment on the top of the comment section and in the video description, because there are scammers impersonating. Be very careful. I will never share WhatsApp numbers. I will never text you first. I will never ask you for money. Pin comment and video description, $30,000. Click the link, click register deposit. It is 3 easy steps. Takes a minute out of your day. You can get up to $30,000 in a free deposit bonus. You have to be an experienced trader though. Using this link, even if you get a free bonus, using leverage trading when you're not experienced is dangerous, guys. Be very careful. If you are part of the Mmcrypto trading community or want to be part of it, make sure you use the link down below, up to $30,000 in free bonuses. Now let's talk about altcoins. You see altcoins pumping left and right. Throughout the last few weeks, I was posting more and more often about altcoins. I was posting about FXS, Frax shares, for example, and other ones. What you have to understand is with every altcoin, you have potential of 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x in the bull market. When the potential is so high, the default risk is over proportionally higher than for Bitcoin as well. Wow, I need a barber for sure. So your risk when you deploy your money into altcoins is that it goes to zero. You have to be sure. You have to be sure that you know about that. If you do, fine, buy altcoins just as I'm doing it. I hold most of my money in Bitcoin, but definitely I'm gonna be telling you more about altcoins as well if you are interested in that. So if you wanna know my altcoin portfolio, my top picks for this up and coming bull run, let me know. I need your comments and I need likes. If I'm getting enough likes, this is feedback for me that you want more of that. So please let me know right now. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of Mmcrypto. And as always, guys, bye.